child how it works. So you might say to them, you know what I learned? I learned that if you learn to read and spell 100 words really, really quickly, then you know how to read and spell half of all the words that you ever have to use when you're reading and writing. Isn't that crazy? And you'll have to adjust it depending on your child. So, but you kind of like get them psyched up about learning these 100 words. Wouldn't that help so much with reading and writing? So we're going to work on these 100 words together until you know them all. And I'm going to show you the special activity that we're going to do. So here's the envelopes that I made for you. We're going to do some reading, we're going to practice some spelling, and then once you learn to read and spell each word, you're going to get to put them in this special envelope that's going to say words I know, or your special treasure chest, or your special box, or whatever. And there you might take some time to let the child decorate their envelope or their box a little bit so that they're motivated to do the system. So the very first time you start out with these words, you're going to have to tell the child what the words are before you do the process. And whenever you add new words, you're also going to teach the word to the child before you go through the testing process. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, so we have our first 6 words today that we're going to learn. And some of them I think you might already know, but if you need help, I can tell you. So let's look at these words. This one says, ah. Okay, let's say this one together. Ah, very good. All right, now you say it. What word is this? Ah, that's right. Okay, let's try our next word. This word is and. Look, I see and it says and. Okay, let's say it together. What word is this? And, very good. And now you tell me what word it is. And, oh, excellent job. You're really paying attention. So what one was this again? Ah and. Very good. Okay, this next word is to. So you point to it and then we say to. Good, that's to. Okay, now you tell me the word. What word is this? To. Good. So you notice that I'm repeating the word a lot of times and the child's saying it and looking at it a lot of times to kind of start to get it stuck in their mind. This is a lot of words to introduce at once, and normally in the system you don't do this many words at once. So if you're finding your child's overwhelmed, you might need to not do 6 the first day. You might do 3 the first day and add a couple more the next day until you get to 6 in total. But if your child's having extreme difficulty with this, that may mean that they're not quite ready for this setup yet. So you keep going through the rest of the words like, okay, this word is the. You say it, the. Good. What word is this? The. Okay, do you remember this one? This one says to, and this one says the. Very good. Okay, and here's our last word. This one says of. Can you say of? Good. What word's this? Let's say it together. Of. Excellent. Okay, what word is it? Of. Okay, very good. So now what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to show you each card, and I want you to say what word you see. And if you say it fast and exactly right, then we're going to put a check mark in the R column. If you're not quite sure, that's okay. If you need some help or you have to sound it out, you have to think about it, we'll practice it together. And then we're going to put a check C in the R column. That means we had to correct it and practice it together. Okay, are you ready? Let's start doing our words. What word is this? Okay, yes, that one's ah, very good. So you're going to make a check in the R column. Okay, good. You have your first check mark. Very good. What about this word? So let's say for this one they say and. You say really good. Okay, we had to sound that one out. So you can make a check C in the R column and make your check C. And then you go through the same procedure for all the rest of the cards. So what's eventually going to happen is you're going to put those away for the day, then you're going to come back and you're going to keep doing this procedure every day. It's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. And what will happen eventually is that some of the words on 3 different days will get check marks. And that's when they're going to be ready to graduate to spelling practice. It's very, very important that that you don't give a check mark unless the child looks at it and quickly says the word exactly correct with no hesitation. Because the point of this system is to make sure it's really stuck accurately and quickly in the child's brain. And if they're still having to think about it or practice it, then that means it's not quite stuck. So we're waiting for 3 check marks, not like a check mark,